What's up, everyone? This is your host, Ghost, coming to you live with another wonderful video. Hold on, let's go tell where I'm at. Anyways, yeah, welcome to a wonderful video. How's everyone doing today? I'm doing well myself. It's been a while since I've been on. Since probably Saturday. I think that's when I did the Fannie Willis one. There we go. Yeah, I just been super busy. Monday, I was pure exhaustion. I don't know why I slept so much on Monday. So I don't know what was going on, but I was extremely exhausted Monday. So that's what happened Monday. And then let's see. Tuesday, Monday evening I worked extremely late. I didn't get done till 3 or 4 in the morning. So I came home and passed out. And then I had to get up early to watch my daughter, well, my wife, as you may know, she's pregnant, and it's her last month, and she has a bunch. She's a high risk pregnancy, so she has to do 1,000 appointments a week. It feels like. So I had to watch our daughter while she went to do her appointment because it was a bit of a long one. So Tuesday definitely didn't do a show. I was tired. Couldn't really. Got to spend some time with my daughter, which is always good. So worth it. Worth missing a show. And then let's see. On yesterday, I was busy. I had to go to the doctor's. Nothing's wrong. Just had to go. So I couldn't do a show yesterday because of that. Because I had to be there at 8ish, and I didn't get done till like 10ish. So that was essentially my day. So then, boom, back doing a show. As you can see, there's a bit of some change to my office. I have a nice giant screen now. I have this little thing right here, a little soundproof sheet. I think I might have to go and buy a second one or a new one. It's not. It's technically it's the correct length, but it doesn't quite work. So, it's just a tiny bit too short. So, even though I measured it extremely correctly, I know I did. But for whatever reason, still too short. Anyways, so yeah, you can see this, and then you can probably see some Legos and stuff. I moved all my crap down, some of my crap from upstairs down here in my office. Essentially, a bunch of my Legos. So, but at least it's somewhat clean than it used to be. Because now I don't have 1,000 boxes in here. But yeah, so that's what happened. Eventually, I'll have another sheet right here for my window, and hopefully that'll improve my sound quality. I do plan eventually getting some soundproof paneling, but that's a bitch to get and kind of a pain. But yeah, anyways, that's what's new going on. Oh man, I'm fucking old as hell. My fucking knees hurt because it's cold. Anyways. So let's just focus and get back to what we're talking about. This is going to be a short show because, like I said, I have to watch my daughter because my wife has another one of her 10,000 appointments for whatever reason. Yeah, so in the coming month, in March and so on, I will be on paternity leave, so I should be at a fairly regular scheduled show. So everything should be consistent for the next 3 months or so. So in about a month. So just look forward to that. I hope you all will. And if you didn't know, I did a reaction to Fannie Willis's hearing. I didn't do a follow up to the next day because essentially what I saw was, and maybe she did a little before, but what I saw was they didn't do a very long, or they didn't do one at all, a cross examination after her testimony on the, or after her examination on the stand. So I didn't do a follow up because it appears like she didn't end up getting anything afterwards. And also, essentially all I really wanted to show us was how she was on the stand, which, if you guys watched, no, it was not good at all. She did not look good. A bunch of people were like, "Oh, she did so well. She owned them." Blah 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 blah. No. You're only thinking that because she's black and a woman. That's essentially why everyone's cheering her on. It's because she's black and she's a woman. But Fannie Willis did not come off looking good on the stand at all. Just imagine she was Donald Trump, and like, if you don't like Donald Trump, just imagine Fannie Willis was Donald Trump on the stand doing what she did. Would you feel the same way? I would bet no, because why the hell would you? So, but yeah, so that's why I didn't do a follow up. It, I think at one point her father did, and he was basically there to tell them that no, he totally taught her that as a black woman that she needs to keep cash in the house at all times and steal from your campaign fund, which is illegal. That was hilarious to see her admit that on the stand. Oh yeah, I stole money from my campaign. I took money from my campaign and put that aside in my house for my personal funds. Okay. Um. Oh yeah. So yeah. Anyways, so what we're going to talk about today? Well, we're going to talk about Trump's civil fraud trial. That's the one in New York City. That's the one where the judge kind of threw out the rule book because it was Trump and said, you know what, you committed fraud, even though there are no victims. And I'm going to give you a fine and a penalty that is actually generally reserved for a criminal conviction, but you have not been criminally convicted. You have been civilly convicted. And yeah, that's basically what happened. We all knew this was coming. Of course, Trump's going to appeal it, and if there's true justice in the world, Trump will be found. Will be found. Will be able to appeal this because he had a summary judgment against him, and you're only supposed to do a summary judgment against an individual if there's no facts in contention, and there were facts in contention. So essentially, if there's facts, that's in contention, you can't have a summary judgment because then it becomes a jury question. Were facts proven to the jury? Were it not, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So we'll see. And any if it, so yes, he lost and he's got a judgment against him. We all knew that was coming, but it's not the end. All this is going to go to appeals, and then it's going to go to the Supreme Court, probably, et cetera, et cetera. So while this, they're all touting a victory over this, but it's not a victory because it's not over yet. And is it really going to be a victory considering some of the consequences that may be occurring due to this? Because we have Kevin O'Leary talking about pulling out, not investing in New York anymore. We got truck drivers apparently boycotting New York. That apparently started Monday. So I don't know if that's happened. So we'll take a look at that actually. We'll probably do a quick Google search to see if that actually happened. And then you got truck drivers that are gone on video defending Trump and putting his so we'll see. And then apparently Vice is dropping a new hit piece. This time it's going to be on Johnny Depp. I have no idea. I haven't watched it. It's just a quick 40-second clip, but let's see. But we'll check out and see. Then we got two videos of people pretending to be victims, and then it turning out that it's one turns out to be fake, shocking, and then the other. I have some thoughts on this, and it might be different from a lot of other people. Not really, but at least just a little bit of the narrative. All right, so let's get into this because, like I said, I don't have a lot of time. I got to be done in like 30 minutes, and I keep the yampering on. All right, so this is I got clips for everything else, but this here, everything. This is the only article I have, but I have clips for everything else. New York AG takes a victory lap after Trump's fraud ruling. Justice has been served, according to you. Yeah, and here's the thing: is like I said, there's no actual victim here. It like New York City, we're not victim. We're not a victim of Trump's alleged fraud. And I say it's alleged because I don't, because the way this was ruled is bullshit. Um, but yeah, essentially there are no victims because no one's a victim. No one was harmed. The banks weren't harmed. They earned money. New Yorkers weren't harmed, even though the New York State AG is trying to, or City AG trying to say that, oh, this is for New Yorkers. I don't understand how. But yeah, there's no one actually harmed by this apparent fraud at all. And actually, people gained. They gained money. Okay, whatever. Weird. All right, anyways. New York Attorney General Letitia James took a victory lap for the press following the fraud ruling against former President Trump. James made the celebratory comments during a press conference at her office in Manhattan on Friday. Today, justice has been served. Today, we prove that no one is above law, no matter how rich and powerful or politically connected you are, said James at a press conference on Friday after the ruling. The scale and scope of Trump's fraud is staggering, and so too is ego, said James, and his belief that rules do not apply to him. Today, we are holding Donald Trump accountable. Attorney General said the former president has executed deceptive business practices, engaged in tremendous fraud. James said Donald Trump may have authored the art of the deal, but he perfected the art of the steal. Oh, ha, ha, ha. Trump blasted Clubhouse politician Judge Arthur Engeron Friday after he barred him from operating his business in New York for 3 years and fined him more than $350 million. Defending the great company he built and telling Fox News Digital that the ruling is just yet another example of Democrats trying to stop him, but that they will not succeed. Yeah, no, that's exactly what this was. Engeron handed down his ruling after a month-long civil fraud trial beginning in October and stemming from New York Attorney General Letitia James' lawsuit alleging the former president inflated his assets and committed fraud. Who were the victims, though? A crooked New York judge worked with the very corrupt Attorney General of New York State who ran on the basis that I will get Trump before knowing me. Before even knowing anything about me, just ruled that I have to pay a fine of $355 million based on absolutely nothing. Trump told Fox News Physical. No victims, no damages, great financial statements with full disclosure clauses, only success. Yeah, that's another thing. So this full disclaimer clause is Trump, I guess how it works, like he sends like an accountant to do this work and like an appraisal or whatever, and then and I don't know how to really explain this, but basically like he'd hire an accountant and the accountant's firm would do these calculations and all this crap, and it would normally be on the accountant's firm the liability if something was incorrect or something like that. That probably doesn't make any sense. Go watch Kid of Law. He explained it far better than I did. And again, yes, there's no victims, no damage. No one was harmed by his quote unquote fraud. People actually earned money from his quote unquote fraud. That's what he does. So somehow he still committed fraud. In September, Engeron ruled that Trump and the Trump Organization had committed fraud while building a real estate empire by deceiving banks, insurers, and others by overvaluing his assets, exaggerating his net worth on paper used in making dealings and securing finances. In Engeron's 92-page ruling, he criticized Trump and his testimony during the trial, saying that he rarely responded to questions asked and he frequently interjected long, irrelevant speeches on issues far beyond the scope of the trial. Oh, kind of like Fani Willis. The judge also barred Donald Trump Jr. and Eric Trump from serving as an officer or director of any New York corporation or legal entity in New York for 2 years. James brought this lawsuit accusing Trump and the Trump Organization of fraudulent business practices. The court proceedings were continuous, with Engeron repeatedly placing Trump under a partial gag order to prevent him from criticizing court staff. So there we go. So we got a civil. Well, not now. This was a criminal trial, and these are criminal punishments actually under the civil evidence. So, like, civil, as I've said before, civil is the preponderance of the evidence. So like I said, civil trial is preponderance of evidence 51% instead of the work rates at 95% for a criminal trial. So they used a civil standard and then gave criminal charges because this judgment is higher than any civil judgment ever, and the punishment also, because at a civil trial you don't get to punish. Uh, uh, like in a civil trial, you don't get to say no one can have any, can't do business with someone for a certain amount of time. You don't get to do that in a civil trial. That's a criminal punishment. So all these, punishments were criminal. So yeah, and then this chick here, she's really excited to try and take one of Trump's assets, take down Trump Tower, etc. So let's see. So let's check out what Kevin O'Leary has to say about this. Mr. Wonderful.
What the governor says. New York was already a loser state. Like California is a loser state. There are many loser states because of policy, high taxes, uncompetitive regulation. It was already on the top of the list of being a loser state. I would never invest in New York now. And I'm not the only person saying that. And here's a real-time situation. In development in real estate right now, the hottest asset class is very high-end data centers. They cost anywhere from $2.5 to $3.5 billion each. They're very expensive. They require low power. You need permits. But most of the major institutions in the world need more data centers, and that's why developers like me are doing this. Now, you need power. So New York has Niagara Falls. Normally, you'd consider that to put in one of these facilities, create 400 jobs, 5 more jobs for each of one of those for auxiliary services. I can't go to New York. So I'm going to Oklahoma, North Dakota, West Virginia. Governor Stitt, Kevin Stitt, my staff have met with him. Governor Burgum, the same thing. Governor Justice. Those are winner states. They don't do things like this. I have to syndicate that debt and all that equity. We're talking billions of dollars here. Do you think any foreign institution or any private equity firm or any pension fund would touch New York? No. And that's why New Yorkers should be concerned. The fine people of New York should ask themselves, why are we such a loser state? How are we going to attract business? It's not just the existing businesses that are fleeing out to Texas and Florida. What about new money like this that I'm talking about, like a $4 billion data center? Not a chance I would put that in New York. Zero probability, never. And so they've got a lot of work to do to find themselves getting out of this situation. This has all occurred post-pandemic. Winner states versus loser states. Look at Tennessee right now, fastest growing city in America, Nashville. Winner state, good policy, competitive taxes. You've got to start thinking about this in the context of winners and losers. New York, mega loser state.
So, Kevin O'Leary, New York, it's a mega loser state. How terrible is that? All right, I'm responding to some shit on Twitter. All right, sorry. Getting back to my show. I'm getting distracted by tweet stuff. Some moron chick. All right. So then let's see. All right. And then apparently Monday, and then let me Google this real quick. New York trucker. Okay. So it doesn't look like it's really happened. Which is, yeah, not surprising at all. They vowed it, and then it doesn't look like they're actually doing it. So, but they said, like apparently here it's like New York trucker boycott confirmed. Will begin Monday. Didn't. Word has spread rapidly following Judge Edgeron's ruling in Latia James's fraud case against Trump. Trump was ordered. Blah 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 blah. So then let's check out this right here.
It could shut New York City down. And, I don't want to hurt the people of New York. That's not what I'm trying to do. But my part in it, if New York just loses 10%, just 10% of the trucks that go in there, their prices are going to skyrocket on everything from milk to eggs to any type of goods that the consumer needs. And when that happens, it's going to cost everybody more money.
Yeah, but not every truck driver is getting behind Chicago Ray's efforts. Many drivers responded saying that they would not support the former president because he was accused and now he's been found liable for causing fraud. They say also the New York City market is just too big to ignore.
it could shut New York City down. And I don't want to hurt the people of New York. That's not what I'm trying to do. But my part in it, if New York just loses 10%, just 10% of the trucks that go in there.
Yeah, so it doesn't look like this is actually happening, which is not really surprising. I mean, come on, these are truckers. They're not really, they got livelihoods, they got families. They're not going to, say no to work. So I mean, it's really not surprising. So let's see. Now what I have seen a ton of of high profile business people saying they're pulling out of New York, like Kevin O'Leary and whatnot, and then someone else that I keep seeing, but we'll see. So we'll see if that happens. That will actually hurt New York State a lot. If a lot of because look, if you're a businessman, this could happen to you easy. This could easily happen to you, no problem. So you got to have some concern that you can get accused by the state of committing fraud, have civil standards levied against you, and then receive a criminal punishment from the civil standards. And so that's got to worry you. So I'm sure there's a lot of businessmen that are considering, all right, maybe we shouldn't do business in New York anymore. But we'll see. I think with the summary judgment and with the with this civil standard and then receiving criminal punishment, because the fine is a criminal fine. It's a punishment levied with the criminal level, and then the punishment as well, the not doing business in 3 years or for 3 years in New York. Again, that's a criminal punishment. Like, you can ask for that in a civil trial at all. You can ask, like, hey, could you make sure that he can't do business in New York for X amount of years? I'm just a civilian here, so, or I'm just suing him civilly with the evidence. Because you're going to do that, you're going to have some, for some true justice, you're going to have some actual an actual due process of criminality, which would be a criminal standard for a criminal conviction, because this is what essentially this was. He may not have got jail time, but he did receive a criminal punishment. All right, so that's it on the Trump stuff. Let's move on. We're gonna check out that. So apparently Vice, the very important news source that never lies, never did any never did anything right, and created a very bad hit piece against the Tate brothers and failed miserably. And now they're essentially bankrupt. So I'm surprised they're doing something like this. I guess they're going to try again to try to save themselves from bankruptcy. Let's go.
He developed this fan base that just adores him unconditionally. They will blame whoever he might have done something wrong to. It's their fault. They asked for it. Well, Amber, what did you do to cause him to hit you? You must be the bad person here. And that's the way they thought. About 95% of the social media wasn't just anti-Amber. It was with a purpose to annihilate Amber. There's no way she could have survived this. There's no way anyone could have survived this. He developed this fan base that just adores him unconditionally. They will blame whoever he might have done something wrong to. It's their fault. They asked for it. Well, Amber, what did you do to cause him to hit you? You must be the bad person.
Johnny Depp had like a lot of people against him for like the longest time, and then this whole thing. Sorry. And then the evidence show, like, everyone watched the trial and they're like, oh shit, this bitch crazy. That's what essentially happened, because we all saw it and we're like, oh, we saw the testimony and everything. We're like, oh man, she lying bad. So it wasn't really Johnny Depp's fan base that saved him. It was, yes, he had a fan base and everything, but then there were people out in the court. Absolutely, I'm not not knocking that at all. But most regular people, they watched the trial and was like, yeah, okay. Yeah. I agree. Apparently this was bullshit. So, all right. So moving on. All right. So this clip was apparently going viral. It was an evidence of a white man assaulting a black woman, and she stood up against herself from her former masters, and fucked him up. That was the basic narrative. So let's watch this really short clip. Hold on, 10 seconds.
Get the fuck out my face!
This man is assaulting her.
What's wrong with you, motherfucker?
He assaulted her. I'm recording
The
it right
fuck
now.
is here? Get the fuck out!
So looking at that video, bad, right? That's really bad. That racist individual slapped the black woman because she dared. Oh Lord, she dared have a voice. That's a narrative, anyways. Now let's watch the full video. See, that was a 10-second clip, and the full video is 1 minute and 36 seconds. So let's look at the full clip and see what really happens.
My way, because I'm about to put my hands on your old ass. Get the fuck out my way!
Can you go get some help?
And again, look, this is a clip coming. We don't know the context. We don't know what happened prior, because for all we know, she did something at some point during this Texas Longhorn thing. She did something that caused him to like confront her like this, and now she's just being loud and obnoxious because we don't know. Now it could also be he was totally in the wrong and being an asshole just prior to this video. We don't know.
I don't give a fuck. Get the fuck out my way.
Sit down.
It's all motherfuckers like you, and then y'all wonder why black people act the fuck up. Because you
Because you guys don't have any fucking manners. You don't have any fathers that taught you, hey, you're out in public, just respect other people. Is that really what it is? I know, a little racist.
white bitches think y'all got it all, but you got the right motherfucking one, bitch. Fucking try me.
We don't even hear what he's saying.
Swallow the fucking one out of spit in your motherfucking face. You better back the fuck up. And what? That's a threat? Is that a threat? What?
I can't even hear what he's saying, but she's so loud and obnoxious.
Listen, what the fuck you talking about listening to you? You walked and you told your wife to go find a seat, and you took it upon yourself to turn the fuck around and get in my motherfucking face. Now, if I can put my
And again, what were you doing that required? Because look, most people really don't give a shit about everyone else. Like, they don't really care what anyone else is doing. You kind of have to do something pretty egregious where they finally feel the need to like confront a stranger. Okay, because most of us don't give a fuck about everyone else. We don't really care. As long as they're not harming us, we don't give a shit. So I really want to know what happened prior to this. What was she doing prior to this to get him to tell his wife apparently to go sit down and then turn around and confront her? That's what I would like to know. And again, he could be just a complete asshole this entire thing, and it was all his fault. I'm not saying that's not a possibility. I just want to know what happened.
hand on your own ass.
Oh, look at that. Dude, hold on. Let's rewind that. Okay.
Get the fuck out my face. Your own ass.
All right. So first 10-second video we saw, he slapped her first, right? He assaulted her first, right? It's the first video we saw. Let's see. Oh, look at that. So she's been yelling at him the entire time. Then the second he yells at her, she slaps him. Huh.
Get out my face. Yeah. What?
That's all you need.
That's
Bobby.
the goddamn word.
Bobby.
Get the fuck out of my face. Get the fuck out my face.
This man.
Oh, so now he hits her. All right. Now he hits her. Now we get the full story. She assaulted him. And then look, now there was a bit of time in between, so he hits her for essentially the same thing that she hit him for, yelling at him. So she slaps him.
Man is assaulting her.
And then he assaults her again while he's walking away. Now, there's a short amount enough time that, probably won't matter.
Fuck wrong
And
with
then
you,
he falls and hits his
motherfucker?
face.
He assaulted her.
And then her little friend, he assaulted her. Bitch, she assaulted him first. She put the hands on first. So you can't be like, he assaulted her. Well, she did it first. She attacked him first.
I'm recording
The
it right
fuck
now.
is wrong with you? What?
Yes.
What?
And then he tries to walk away. So we see this video. Then he tries to walk away.
No,
And then she's trying to pull him further.
No, fuck back.
See?
I'm sick of these fucking crackers. I'm sick of
And
these
now she's
crackers.
being racist.
No, get him the fuck back. No, hell no. Get him the fuck back. Move. No, fuck no. Get him the fuck back. You gonna hit me?
You hit him first, you dumb bitch. This is why no one respects this. Any of these broads. They assault a guy first, and then he hits her back. She's like, "You're gonna hit me?"
Move. Move. I'm sick of
He
you.
needs another hit.
I'm gonna fuck you up. I'm gonna fuck.
So there we go. That's the full video of this apparent viral video of a white man hitting a black woman. But turns out she hit him first. She provoked him first. She assaulted him first. She did everything first. And then she wants to get all agitated. No, you ain't going to hit me. You ain't going to hit me. Well, I mean, you hit him first. So don't be getting all aggro. So this was just this is just a ridiculous fucking video. You ain't gonna hit me. Oh fuck no. I'm about to fuck you up. Now, here's the thing. It could be argued that enough time had passed. He could have walked away, blah, 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 blah. So his assault's a new assault. Okay. Possibly. I think there's enough, like, it's a short amount of time. I don't know. It could be argued regardless. But after she hit him the second time, now again, she hit him twice. After she hit him the second time and he tried to walk away, she's like, you hit me first. And then he tries to walk away. She tries to drag him back into and continue the confrontation. So that would end up being a whole new assault. She could be found the initiator, the aggressor. And honestly, she was the aggressor the entire time. She's yelling, screaming at him. He only yelled at her once, and then she hit him for it. How dare you yell at me? So that ends up and then he hits her while she's yelling at him. Then she gets all mad. How dare you hit me? Oh man. She wants to act all tough against an old guy. Can't really hit her that hard. Then but you get an actual dude that's like physically fit, and oh God, Lord, she get the smack fucked out of her. Oh, man, fucking women. This is what happens when you don't have fathers in the household, guys. All right, so one last clip. This is so she's a fake victim. That last clip was a fake victim. Okay, using her race. She's black. She's a black woman. Okay, how dare you hit a black woman, even though I hit you first and I continued, even though you were trying to attempt to walk away. How dare you? Now this one here, we'll watch this, but her victim playing is going to be old and a woman. Okay, so let's watch this.
I know you're being an asshole. Sorry, but I would like you to leave it.
Okay, let's rewind that real quick. Okay.
I know you're being an asshole.
All right. So what I want. All right. Hold on. I want you to listen to something. Okay. We're gonna put this 1.53, 0.5 speed. Okay. Let's see. So she assaults him first. Let's hear what happens when she assaults him first. Okay. Don't you ever. All right. We hear, right? We're all listening. Okay. No one said anything else except her, right? Boom. One hit. Look at that. The second he gets a hit off, it's stop. So when she hits him first, there's no, oh, stop. No, don't do this. Don't stop. There's none of that. But the second he lays hands on her, oh, stop. Hey, stop. Bitch, motherfucker, she assaulted him first. And it was an instant reaction too. He was like, boom, bam.
I'm a minor.
So this is the difference between the whole men and women dynamic. Women can hit men, no problem. All right. No one says anything. We're just supposed to take it. The second we hit a woman after she's hit us back, it's a whoa, stop. Whoa, stop. Hey, whoa, dude. Hey, whoa, calm down. Hey, whoa. Look, if you put hands on someone, regardless of your gender, you should expect and be prepared to deal with the consequences of getting your ass kicked, which she ends up getting because he lays and gets her twice. Pop, pop. So let's finish this video.
I'm a minor. You just assaulted a minor, lady. You just assaulted a minor and I defended myself.
See, look. He goes, he's like, oh, let me defend this woman. She hit him first. She assaulted him first. And he didn't overdo it. He gave her 2 bops. That's about it. No one in between them stopped him. All right. He hit her twice after she hit him once. Okay. He hit her twice and stopped. Okay. So it wasn't overly aggressive. It was an actual self-defense. Boom, 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 boom. Because he needed that second recovery. He got hit and he went boom, boom. Oh, shit.
I know you're being an asshole.
So watch this fully because
I would like you to leave it.
See, it was an instant. He got whoa. He got rocked back a bit. He's like, whoa, I just got this hit. And then he's like, all right, my turn. And he stops after twice.
I'm a minor.
No one
pops
stops him.
You just assaulted a minor, lady. You just assaulted a minor and I defended myself.
See, he stops up. Oh, let me protect this one. And now she's fucking crying. And then, oh, let me help her. Shut up with your fake crying. You assault someone, you better expect to get assaulted back. What is this bullshit? You're just supposed to let me do whatever I want because I'm a woman. Fucking idiots. Fucking bullshit. Anyways, so those are the videos. Look at these fake victims. They want to act all tough, want to, show their victimness. How dare you assault me because I am a black and woman? How dare you assault me because I'm old and a woman? Look, ladies, some men out there aren't going to tolerate getting assaulted by a woman because you're a woman. They're going to slap the ever-living shit out of you if you assault them. Men know this innately. That's why we don't assault guys we don't generally know. Okay, you have to say something. You have to do something pretty egregious for men to assault other men. For the most part, there are some guys that are just looking for a fight. So if you do this, if you assault a guy that you don't know, just be aware that he may be one of those fuckers who are like, "Oh, my turn, motherfuckers." And also, the dude's a minor. Like, you can't just assault someone and then just expect to get away with it. And we need to start doing that. We need to be like, look, just because you're a woman doesn't mean you get to assault women or other people just because you're a woman. Like, you don't get to assault people just because you're a woman. If you assault someone, you're going to get assaulted too. Deal with it. Accept it. Or, even better, just don't assault people that you don't fucking know. Okay? All right. That's the end of it. All right. So, we're about my mark of how far I wanted to go, which is good. I did good. So, there we go. So, that's all I got today. But it really just blows my mind that we got women out here that, will go and assault a guy and then get surprised when they're the ones who get rocked back. It's like, come on, please. Stop assaulting people you don't know because it's not going to end well for you. Okay? Also, it's a teenager. You can't really expect him to have the control that a grown man does. Shocking. He assaulted you. He hit you back. Well, don't hit him first. All right. So there you go. We talked about Trump's, the civil frauds. Civil fraud trial, as I call it. Vice's new hit piece, apparently against Johnny Depp, and then 2 fake victims. It's beautiful, right? It's beautiful. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you follow me on X @officialwghost. I'm posted on there a lot more, arguing with morons, mocking people, and they don't seem to understand the mocking. And yeah, I hope you guys will like the video. Make sure you like it. If you're watching this, like it. Go to rumble.com/withghost. That is the best way to find me. Rumble.com is the last bastion of free speech. In my opinion, their stock is going up incredibly. Let's see. So, I mean, get when the getting's good, okay? Because Rumble stock is going up. It is currently $7.18 a share. It used to be like $5, so it's gone up $2. So eventually Rumble's gonna come up, man. So buy some Rumble stock. Support your creators on Rumble. Keep making make Rumble the new and better YouTube, so we can have freedom of speech once again on the internet. All right. And follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/officialwithghost. YouTube, of course, but make sure you follow me on X. That's when you'll see me go live and everything. The best way to find me. I hope you have a good day. Peace out and see you.